Yo, what's happening, guys? Can you hear me okay? New mic, who dis? Yo, okay. Is that Scotty? Scotty or Scony? Mom? Okay. Yo, Fearless in the building. Bang it up. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna have Robot on. Scotty for Wisconsin. Right. I'm just below you in Illinois. Gotcha. Okay. If you guys have if it makes a difference, you can also listen in the Discord voice too. And I can just mute your mic, or you can just mute the mic if you want to be on. I opened that up so I could have a Robot in there with me, and I'll probably close it up after the stream. What's up, Whiskey Ginger? This stream was legit. You heard wrong, bro. They lied. They lied to you. Oh, we got a legit dude on tonight, though. I mean, he's all right. He said, damn, I'm out. It's funny. Yeah. So, I just want to let everybody get in here. So, you already know we have Mr. Roboto on. I'm sure everybody in GMT knows, and most everybody on the stream, is in GMT. So, let me get my screen up for you. See if you can see this. Can you see this chart here? You guys are too much gold. Gold said I'm out. Whatever, bro. Okay, CME. Yeah, I'm not trading CME. It's just something that was up on this watch list. Okay. I am watching Snap though. But all right. Let me get Mr. Roboto on. I am in the house. I'll be right back. Hold up. Like I said, if you can't hear him real well, you can also hop in Discord voice too. Currently I'm super ghetto mode with my stream, so don't mind. It's not set up for guests yet. Yo, Mr. Roboto.
Yo, what's up, man?
What up? So everybody, this is
echo. Let me turn off. Let me turn this off 1 second. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, yeah, my fault. I was gonna say we probably have a little delay from our Twitch voice, so you probably hear an echo. Yep.
Gotcha. It's all good.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? You said you drinking tonight already, or what?
Yeah, I was. I started drinking with a little bit of football, then a fucking power nap for the. Wait, can we curse on here?
Yep. Too late now, but yeah.
Oh, okay. And then watch some football, took a power nap, and then do my best charting when you're a little buzzed.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I wanted to warn you about 30 minutes ago I took an edible, so maybe in another like 30 minutes I might start rambling, and then that it's it's probably
Bro, it's all good.
Yeah, it's probably about done so for me. But nice. So I figured we put together a little list for everybody, and it seems like it's like 60-40 now with people that play options versus small caps. So I've been kind of slowly going towards more large caps than small caps. Do you trade much?
Large cap's where it's at. Do I trade small cap at all?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't even mess with small caps anymore, dude.
Yep. That's how a lot of people feel now. It's just I don't know what it is, but once people go to the liquidity of the large caps, and it's just, man, you can't even mess with them, is what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, it's like, I'll see the Momo runners, and yeah, you can bank, you can make a lot of money on them, but it's like, whatever. I'll play my large caps out, and I'll bank too,
Yeah, and you don't have
to worry about offerings or none of that shit.
You don't have to worry about offerings or random tweets or anything, It's Yep. Yeah, it's nice. Criddle, Criddle's feeling it too. That's good, bro. Good. I like to see that. Uh, so I guess I'll go over a couple of these large caps that I have in mind, and these are just charts that kind of look interesting to me. I'm not super biased one direction or the other. I don't know if you're like a perma bull or if you just play whatever the price action in front of you is.
Yeah, I'm perma make money either fucking way, dog.
Yep. Okay. Good.
If it
Yeah, I'm the
goes up, it
same.
goes down. I'll play either one.
Yep. Yep. I'm this exact same. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna ride this wave whichever way we go. I'm good.
Exactly.
Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. So I had snap up here just because I had this gap up, and it is starting to get a lot tighter on the daily. I don't know if you
No,
watch
I
snap.
like Snap. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Snap.
So I'm watching this here. You can probably see it on my screen. Actually, we probably got a trend line here even if we want to get crazy. Um, I don't know if this would actually qualify as one too, but either way, it's getting tight every day here. Now I kind of want to look at the hourly here because this one I literally just came up with like 20 minutes before came to the stream. The others I already kind of had planned out, but I don't know if you like playing these after a couple inside days, but usually the tighter they get, the bigger the move's going to be after that tight consolidation. So I kind of like that.
Right. No, I agree with you. Um, yeah, it's been building this sort of pennant for what is this now? Since the beginning of August, for the most part.
Yeah. I'm just ready for something to pop, man. Have a nasty move one direction or the other. I mean, it.
Yeah, I think it's what's up real quick. No, this looks good. This looks good. This wasn't on my list, but I actually like this. There's this bottom trend line. You can draw that line, but it's sort of in confluence with this. So I have a 30-minute demand zone on it at 74.15. Um, so I kind of like that. But I think a lot of these stocks or a lot of large caps, I think they're gonna gap up in the morning. Whether or not it holds those gains, I don't know. But I think we're gonna get a gap up tomorrow. So unless you bought this dip already on Friday, um, you might have to like be buying a breakout or waiting for a dip Monday.
Yeah.
So like if you look at ES right now, ES is doing really good. Yeah, SPY futures is looking really good, and then QQQ and Q futures is looking real good also. So I think we're gonna get a gap up on a lot of these large cap tickers tomorrow morning.
Yep. Okay. I got you.
So if something's at a bottom trend line, I would expect it to already be gapped up come market open.
Yeah. So now we're looking at potentially breakout or rejection from that.
Right.
What are your trigger points normally? Do you look at like for me? I like playing like previous day highs, especially if they're in confluence with like a demand zone. So something like 75 ish be like a pretty good break in my opinion. But I don't know if you play zones or if you're looking at or what exactly you're
So
looking at when you're taking them.
I like playing yesterday's highs if it's like higher up in the wedge. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So, hey, can I put on my screen real quick?
Yep. Yep. Let's do it here. I'll move you down. Here. Bang. Full screen on it too, so you got it. Here.
Okay, sweet. So, if like Snap was consolidating up here,
Yep.
then and the yesterday's high was like right here, like say this was yesterday's high, then I like this a lot for the breakout because you're breaking out of yesterday's high and you're breaking out of the wedge, right? But say yesterday's high was like down here, right?
Yeah.
And then it breaks out of this high. I mean, you still got a lot to go before the big move happens, right? I mean, it could get stuffed right here at this trend line again, right?
Yeah. Then you're just looking at a scalp at the most. Yeah.
And then you're just looking at a scalp, right? So I think Facebook had one of these the other day, and that was like one that I was looking to play, the breakout of yesterday's high.
Mm-hmm.
No, this one. No, like right here. So I think this was, yeah. So this was Facebook. No, this one. I forget. It was a different ticker, but like I said, if it's consolidating up on the top of the wedge, and yesterday's high was like right here, then I'm looking to play because that breakout is going to be a much bigger move as opposed to if you're trying to play a breakout of yesterday's high on the bottom wedge. Does that make any on the bottom trend line? Does that make any
Yeah.
sense?
Oh yeah. Yep. Got a lot more range that way. Yep. Yep.
And you can still play the yesterday's high and play it up to the top trend line.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But
what I mean?
you'd want to start thinking of scaling there, obviously, though.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah. And then like the chance of it having an explosive move that day coming from bottom trend line. I mean, it's happened. It's happened before. Just look at Peloton for example.
Oh, that thing's nasty. Yeah.
This was bottom trend line, and it just exploded all. Well, actually, look, it went to the top of the trend line,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
You didn't think that it was going to do this in 2 days, but it did it, right?
Yeah. Ridiculously strong.
Right.
Yep. Did you play Peloton last week?
Nah, I wouldn't be here if I did, dog.
I was gonna say, dude, man, what a play! Jeez.
Yeah, that was a good play. That was a good play.
What?
Um,
So do you have Facebook on watch for this week? Actually.
I like Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's on watch. I have. It needs to maintain this bottom trend line. Um, if it breaks this, then I'll play the retest short. But I think Facebook is going to be good. I think it's gonna maintain these levels and gap up or like get back up to the top of this trend line this week at least.
Nice. Okay. I think one we both were talking about was Apple, right?
Yeah, I like Apple a lot. I mean, this is a good dip. I took some calls end of day on Friday. Just a small position, just lottos. There's a high likelihood that we go down further to start the week. But this is what I was seeing. This is a huge drop. Yeah, Apple had bad news, right?
Yeah.
But this is a potential trend line right here, so it could bounce at this trend line. And then I had a 30-minute demand zone like right here. So
Yeah. You've got a pretty high
I,
chance of a bounce right there, right?
right. I like the front run a lot of long setups. That's just how I like to play. So I like to already have a position. Um, and if Apple ends up like breaking through this trend line and like going down here or even going down to this bottom trend line, then I'll just cut them. It's whatever.
I got you.
But I am looking to play Apple long eventually on one of these bounces. It's just one of those tickers where it's like, it's a blue chip stock, and everybody is waiting for a dip on it to get long on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this
So
is your chance. This is your chance,
exactly,
right?
this should get eaten up quick. Yeah.
Right. And it's like it doesn't give many chances, right? I mean,
No.
yeah, you could have something like this eventually, but it's like, you know, are you really going to be holding this long? Like, if you're holding this long, then you're not doing it right, right?
Right. You're an investor. You're not a trader.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and I think they sold off pretty hard on kind of a lawsuit claim, wasn't it? There's going to be a lawsuit or
Yeah,
Epic Games
yeah,
or right, okay.
yeah. But I mean, if you look at it, if I'm looking at it like, let's look at it the last couple times Facebook sold off, right? Facebook sold off on this day. This is how much volume it was. That's kind of low selling volume for that big of a candle.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this day, but this is an earnings day. So it looks like if it gets to about like this volume, it bounces pretty soon after, right? I'm sorry, like if my screen is very small. Um, Seller exhaustion level, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So this is a potential, like if the selling gets to this level, it's a potential that it's going to reverse soon after, right? Look at this. It dropped down 3 days, and those 3 days are right here. And the selling never got past this level, and it reversed soon after. So like, and look at the selling that we had on Friday. Huge selling volume. So then it's telling me that there's a lot of emotional fear, and a lot of like emotional selling right here, right? A lot of people sold. And I'm looking to capitalize on this. Now, whether it bounces here or bounces here, I mean, it could bounce like around here, but I'm looking to like scale into Apple long.
Yeah. So are you not taking weeklies? Are you going a little further out then for this, or you want just a quick bounce?
Um, I'll probably add into my Roth account long term, like leaps, but no, I'm looking to play weeklies.
Okay.
Weeklies on it.
Yeah, I guess depending on how far down it goes, will depend or will
Right.
decide what you add. I guess.
Right.
Nice. Did you? We talked about Boeing too, right? I think that was the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been bearish on BA for a long time now.
Yeah.
And I've said this a lot on my Twitter, but like the main thing is like this is what I see. Look at this downward wedge we've been in all year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna get down to like around. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get down to all the way down here to this bottom trend line. I mean, if it did, that'd be great. But I think we're gonna get down to like test like potentially down here.
What is that, like 205 area?
Yeah, 205 area.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see.
That's what I had.
But Boeing likes to fake people out, man. It's so. Look at this day. This was Thursday, right? This was like, this was a huge bearish pennant, right? Or a bearish like formation.
Yep.
So everybody was thinking, oh, BA, obvious short, obvious short. Everyone was thinking it was just gonna go down, and look what happened. They brought it all the way up. So it's one of those tickers where it's like, you really got to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
I would love it to go back up to like right here. So this is what I want it to do. I want it to get bought up, and it gets stuffed right here. So say it gets stuffed at this supply zone right here, and then you take this short all the way. I feel like this would be a really good play. So like I feel more comfortable taking a short on a spike. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I don't want to take like, so say if it just goes down like this in the morning, it's like you're buying a breakout of a short. Like I feel less comfortable doing that. I'd rather it goes up, I see clear rejection of this supply zone, and like, I can buy my puts very comfortably and watch it go back down. That would be my dream scenario, or that's like what I would want to happen.
Yeah.
Up and then down.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to short the higher or the lower high. Yep.
Right.
I like playing small caps like that where you short them intraday.
Yeah, that's what I want. So BA is on my watch list for this. I mean, I will play it short. If it wants to just like break down right in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I probably wouldn't. I'll probably wait for it to consolidate somewhere, maybe make a push, and then play it short. What if it like gets back up to here or something? But really, I think the obvious short is if it gets up here, it gets stuffed at this level, take it down.
Yeah. I mean, what do you have for daily levels below where it is right now, though? I mean, I didn't see a whole lot of support was the only thing.
Yeah, there's not a lot, so I'm pretty much playing the daily support, which is I have 2066, and then this is 2048. So it's like 207 and 205 pretty much.
Yeah. Because like right now, it's just kind of floating on air. I mean, there's not a whole lot of.
Right. And if it breaks down below 204, that just opens the door, dude. That opens the door to like right here, 196. And if you're holding shorts from today, you're banking.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. Yep. Did you have
So
some others on your mind too? That like
yeah,
what's
yeah.
at the top of your list? I guess probably Apple.
So BA is on the top of my list. I think Roku Short is on top of my list. I
Mm,
posted this chart on Twitter.
lost the trend line.
Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, so it lost this trend line. What I wanted to see, the least risky entry would be they rally. It's the same thing as BA. They rally this all the way back up, and then it gets stuffed at a 1 hour at a supply zone and makes a lower high, and then that would be a very comfortable short. You know what I mean?
Especially if it coincides with your trend line, rejection from the supply and the trend
Exactly.
line. Yep.
Exactly. Right. So like, let's look at it right here. Right. So this is a supply zone right here, right? So say it gets stuffed at this supply zone. This is a 1 hour supply, right?
Hmm.
Let's turn it red for a second. If Roku rallies in the morning, you know, a lot of bulls, like, say the market gaps up and everybody's like, well, shit, Roku's at a cheap price. Let me get into Roku now. If they buy it, but not enough people are buying and it gets stuffed right here, easy short, right?
Hmm.
You can, and then your price target would be at least where it is now, right?
Oh yeah, 9 point move right there. Yep.
Exactly.
So do you play the
Um,
actual open on any of these, or are you waiting like maybe first 15 minutes or so?
I play the open. I play the open.
Okay.
Especially if it's doing something that I feel like that was my plan. Like, so I played the open on BA a couple times last week. Um, yeah, so I played the open on BA this day.
Hmm.
Um, bought some puts here and bought a lot more puts here, and then I wrote it down. Wait,
Nice.
not this day. What day was this? The day before this, actually. Yeah, this is the day I
There.
played BA puts right here. I wrote this down.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and then I think the other one that's really high on my list is Tesla.
Hmm.
Um, so Tesla got a lot of good news over the weekend. I think Tesla's going to gap up, especially if NQ continues going up, right?
Right.
If NQ continues going up and if SPY keeps going up, I think Tesla is going to have a gap up. And Tesla's another one of those tickers where people really want to get in Tesla long and just hold it. They're waiting for a discount, right?
Hmm.
This is not a big enough discount, really, but like, um, I don't know. We'll see. I think Tesla goes up tomorrow. So this is it on the 30 minute. Pretty hard bounce right here. Um, if it does go down to here, I'll be a big buyer at this level. I'll be a big buyer at this
725
level.
ish. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna get down here. I think it's gonna gap up in the morning.
Yeah. It came down and filled that previous gap too. That's
Oh
nice
yeah,
to see.
yeah. That was a perfect bounce if you bought that. Um, yeah. Oh, not really. Yeah. There's nothing there, but it's lower right now. We'll see what happens. So
Yeah.
anything I'm saying is like it's like potentially what I think could happen. Um, and I could be 100% wrong. So a lot of times like my plan is invalidated right at open,
Hmm.
right?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna try to force my thesis on the market, right?
Right.
I'll happily be wrong, and then wait for a different setup. So in case anyone is thinking, oh, Roboto said Tesla's gonna break out tomorrow, I'm just gonna buy it. Um,
No.
Roboto can be 100% wrong tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just so you know.
Yeah, for sure. So let's say you're watching this at Open tomorrow. I mean, do you play Tesla a lot at Open, or is that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll play Tesla. Maybe not so much at Open, but I'll definitely play Tesla a lot.
Okay. Because are you looking for a certain? Are you looking for that first line break as far as your long entry? Are you looking to break above that 738, or are you just watching Just your price action on the 5 minute, or?
So another thing, so like if Tesla gaps up a little bit, right? Say it gaps up
Mhm.
to like right here, it gets stuffed right around here, right?
Yep.
We're like right around here. I'm looking to buy right around here. So
Yeah.
this will eventually be, this is a um
Supply turn
previous
demand.
supply turn into demand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it gaps up and blows by this zone and then pulls back, I'll buy it right here. That's how I will play it.
Okay. Okay. Yep. That's how I was wondering.
Because to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna get a long entry right in the morning because I'm thinking it's already gonna be gapped up,
Yeah, it's gonna
right?
gap up pre-market. Yeah. Yep. Or.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right. Now, if it doesn't gap up, I probably won't play Tesla because I don't have a plan in place for Tesla going down. I mean, my plan in place is I will buy it here if it goes down
Right,
in
but
the
you're not
morning, right?
shorting it, or you're not going puts.
I'm not shorting it. No.
Okay. Um.
Um, so it just all depends. If I wake up pre-market and it's gapped up, then I'm watching for this pullback. That's my plan.
Okay.
Now, if I wake up and it's like not doing anything, or if it's like down here, then I'm waiting for this bounce. That's my plan, right?
Yep.
And then that's pretty much it.
I think that's the big thing for a lot of people too, is to stick to the plan, right? I mean, the discipline
Right.
it takes, like it could be just above your zone. You're like, yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it until it actually wicks out of the zone, like, or I think you said you scale in like as it comes into the zone, a little heavier while it's in, and then the rest on the way out. Is that how you kind of scale?
It all depends. Like, because this is my zone doesn't mean I'm not. Sometimes I'll buy early.
Right.
Sometimes I wait until the bottom of a zone. Sometimes I'll buy at the top of a zone. And it's like it's one of those things you kind of get a sixth sense for what you need to be doing for a specific ticker.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is also volume price analysis. You know what I mean? Because like Tesla could be down here, right? But I'm getting seller exhaustion confirmation on the volume, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's I'm already thinking I'm not buying at the bottom of this zone. It's never going to get to the bottom of this zone. I'll have my bids there all day long and they'll never get filled, right?
Yep.
So if I'm getting seller, so like, I'm sorry, this is small. So like, say I'm getting seller exhaustion vibes like right here. I'm already putting my bids in like right around here, probably right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like all the way like almost at this line, and there's nothing telling me that the sellers are exhausted, I might not even play it. Or if I do, I'm gonna put dream bids down here, right?
Yeah. Yep. Fishers.
So it's all, you kind of, it's supply and demand, yeah. But at the same time, I mix in a lot of volume price analysis, and that like lets me tweak my entries.
Yeah. Yep. Did you read Anna Cooling then? Volume price analysis.
Yeah, I've read that shit like 3 times. I didn't understand it the first time I read it.
Oh yeah, it takes
It
a
just
couple
went
reads.
it went over my head.
Uh huh. Man, some of it's so dry. You're like, oh, I love this book, but man, falling
Right,
asleep.
right.
Yep. Cool. Someone's asking about PFE in the comments here. PFE, is that on your
Is
list?
that a small cap? It's
Oh,
mid.
Pfizer.
It's like Pfizer's.
Yeah.
Pfizer. I don't play Pfizer a lot.
Okay.
Is Pfizer? Let me see if this is liquid. One second. Oh shit, Pfizer's pretty liquid.
Yeah. Oh
A lot
yeah.
of people
Yeah.
buy this thing. A lot of people buy this up. So what's your thesis on Pfizer?
Oh, let me see. I don't have one. It's someone in the comments is asking. Posted chart on options. Let me see if it's really close. 3 weeks made a bigger move somewhat. Looking at 48.50 calls. Oh, but they may be looking a week out instead of this week. They might be looking at 924s.
Yeah, I kind of like it. You know what I mean? So
For a bounce
right
off
off the bat,
45, I think he's looking at. Right.
I see that. And here's the thing, that's in confluence with this 50, with this mid candle. You know what I mean? Off of this move that it's done. So this is the weekly chart. So this is 45 right here. So you could draw a zone right around here potentially. Yeah, and look at last week. Last week's selling volume, very low
Yeah.
selling volume.
Low volume pullback.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, low volume pullback. So I like it. I like it. This could be a double bottom play right here. It's one of those stickers I'm not 100% familiar with, so I probably wouldn't play it. But you know, off of this setup alone, if I was just looking to play it technically, then this would be a good potential entry. Just cut it below if it fails or whatnot. I'd have to understand what the context is around Pfizer. Like, did they have bad news? Do they have good news right now, or what? If I wanted to play it.
Yeah. I got you. I'm just trying to go through these questions here. Someone said when you say you put bids down in your zone, do you mean you use conditional orders for your contracts for when the underlying hits that
Mm,
price?
no. I use DOS and I'll sort of just guesstimate what the price is going to be.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Got you.
You can kind of see like I'll look at the contract price, and say this is my zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my zone, and like say this is $2, and this is like 250, then I'll put in a bid for like 210. You know what I mean?
I got you. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. Yep. Um, just didn't want to leave anybody out here.
Yeah.
You said Kathy Wood just bought a bunch of Tesla too, 110 million in Tesla 3 days ago. Okay. She's got her money
Yeah.
everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I think Tesla's gonna gap up, but I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Okay. Let me see. Let me keep going down the list here. Sorry, I'm all over the place, bro. um,
Hmm.
CRSR. Someone said. Um,
I've heard a lot of CRSR. I haven't played it, but
okay.
I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it. I
Mm.
like it. There's this potential breakout right here. Is that what you're looking to play it? I kind of see an inverse head and shoulders. One, two, and then three.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I see that. I like it, potentially long right here. But how's this volume? Volume looks okay. I don't like that it's under this huge volume shelf. There's a lot of people who are in CRSR right here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
This is where they. Oh, I can't put a
This is
circle.
where the shorts want a short, and
Yeah,
yeah.
this is it. There's a lot of people in CRSR right here, and this is where we need to break out of. So
Mm-hmm.
every time it gets up here, some dude who wants to get out, break even, is going to be selling,
Yep.
right? So what you really need to happen is we need to test this level like one, two, or maybe three more times, and get all those people who want to sell, break even, get them out of the picture, and then eventually this volume shelf right here gets longer and longer, and this one gets smaller and smaller, and then eventually you build up. And that's what they call a pressure cooker top. You know, pressure cooker top. You keep building these higher lows. And
Mm-hmm.
it gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then it goes.
And those
I don't
pop.
like looking at it right now. To me, because look at these wicks. Like the guys up here, they're selling already right here. They're not even selling up here. They're selling right here, right?
Yeah.
So it needs to keep building high lows. It needs to keep testing this line, and I predict that it's gonna keep piercing this and then getting sold off, piercing it, getting sold off. But every time, more and more bulls are buying it and building higher lows. So this is a play that I would probably mark 1 week out, 2 weeks out, and just something to keep a look at every day.
Okay. Yeah. Good. That's a good analysis. I like that. Yeah. Those
Yeah,
tend to.
weekly looks good.
Yeah.
Weekly looks good. But like I said, maybe another week of this.
Mm-hmm.
Another week, get it up here, get this volume shelf. Look at this on the weekly. The volume shelf looks even worse, bro.
Mm.
All these dudes fucking underwater. They're like they've been holding since up here,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to get the fuck out. So like this is January.
Yeah.
They've been in this investment since fucking January, and they've been underwater. They want to get out.
They're ready to break
They want
even.
to exactly. They're ready to break even. So you need to get a lot of these guys out of the picture, and then it'll go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like you said, maybe another week. This would be move up the watch list a little further. Right.
Yeah, I would put this on the watch list for 1 or 2 weeks out, and then reassess every week. Does it stay in this watch list, or does it move into any day now watch list? You know what I mean? Then you can kind of see this is my money list, and all my large cap that I look through every night, and then I have a list of 1 or 2 weeks out. These are potentially ready, and then I have a list of any day now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Did we take a look at Trip?
Trip.
Yeah, I think it's a little lower priced, but that came up on this scanner I have. It looks kind of interesting too. It's getting
Yeah,
tighter.
so I'm looking at the options chain for Trip, and I don't play Trip because the options aren't liquid.
Oh, they're a
No
little
one, no
spready.
one. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
spready.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't play it, but it's low enough. I would play commons on it if I really want to. Sometimes I'll do that. But for this, like I don't see a setup too much. I mean, there is potentially this downward wedge and this is actually nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of these break out recently. This downward wedge, because it's like, and look at this volume profile right here. It's starting to get there. It's starting to get longer.
Mm-hmm.
I like it more if it got down to this one and then bounced. You know what I mean?
Right. Look how high it is
Where?
above that volume point of control. That's way up there.
Right, right, right.
That's yeah.
Sometimes that's good though because especially if this smooths it out, if this gets smooth, this gets pretty flat, then that's a recipe for like a very explosive move.
Mm-hmm.
So it's holding the 10 and the 20. It's getting stuffed at the 50. It's not even touching the 50. But where did it close? It closed below the 10, so that's not a good sign. But that was Friday. Everything was
Everything was
over on
down
Friday.
Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just one that popped up on this thing I had. But yeah, if the options are that spready, I really don't want to play it anyhow. I like to be
Right,
able to
right.
get in and out quick. Um, Someone
Rail.
said rail. It's a small
Um,
cap.
yeah. So I've actually played rail before. So this trend line's invalidated. But looks like we have one here now.
Possible.
Yeah, it's in this demand zone that I drew months before. So looks like it's setting up. Looks like it's setting up. This might be a time where you can start accumulating a position. Get a starter here, buy a little bit more here, a little bit more here. Um, but yeah, it has that same problem. Look at this. Look at all these bag holders right here. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna have a hard time getting up past this. Ideally, so like what I like to see is like I'll show you a chart that I think was like potentially ready to go. Let me see if I can find one real quick. See if we can get specs. Let's see if I can find one. So look at Clove, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying play Clove, but like potentially look at this volume. Look at like there's not a lot. There's like it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner volume, right? Because look, it's tested this, people sold, and then the bag holders sold. It tested it again, the bag holder sold. It really tested it here, and a lot of bag holders. Look at all these bag holders who sold, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sold, right? So potentially the next time it goes up, it might keep going, right? And this is exactly what's happening. All these bag holders from over here, they're selling.
Yeah,
They're
it might
selling.
hit
Look at
that.
all this heavy selling.
Might hit that next high volume node. You think in the 14 area? Maybe next time. Who knows?
Right, right, right. Yeah, so I mean, this is one of those. It's like a ticker that maybe you start accumulating positions, right? Every time it dips back down, it accumulates positions. As long as it continues this like upward trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna want to see it to bounce here. If it doesn't bounce here, you definitely need it to see. You definitely need it to bounce on this low, right?
Right.
If it doesn't, then it's not ready. But yeah, I mean, that's how I use volume profile. It's just another one of those things that you kind of assess. Is it in your favor? Is it against you, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that
Look at
hymns?
this one. Look at this
Yeah.
one. Hymns, right?
Yep.
So it broke through. You know, if it can stay around VPOT, then what does it form? It formed a higher high. Watch it form a higher low, and then maybe it's ready to go, right?
Oh yeah. I think it's got some range upward too. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that something that you look at for a swing, or are you as far as
Oh
commons
yeah,
like the
definitely,
hymns?
definitely for a swing, definitely
Mm-hmm.
for a swing.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, that's if I can get into a low volume shelf that's expanding, there's a gap up above. That's what you want. You want a gap up. There's a
Yeah.
gap right here, right?
Yeah. You wanna.
So that means there's nobody here to sell. No
Yep.
one here to sell. That means it's gonna slice right through, and then if you buy this bottom, you're gonna get it, right?
Yep. Yep.
So a person to follow, Bob Ross on Twitter. I think his Twitter is like Mr. President Trades or something.
Yeah. Pres
He,
trade or
he
president trades. Yep. I
yeah,
know who he
yeah.
is.
He posts a lot about volume profile and the gaps and whatnot. And he'll talk about seller exhaustion a lot too. So if you're looking to get into swings, I think he's a good person to follow. And his style of finding stocks, I think, is very well suited for swings.
Yeah, I remember Brady was really good at that too.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same principle. He loved volume profile. Yep.
Right, right. Yeah. So what was my thesis on rail? Rail. Yeah. You could play this bottom trend line bounce. Um, every time it gets here, it goes again. But again, I'd be worried about all these people who are stuck right here. It's gonna have a hard time getting back up. But who knows? It's a cult ticker. It might just go.
Also, I would say look at Dilution Tracker on Twitter because I could have swore they said something about Rail the other day having a shelf open ready for another offering. So
Gotcha.
keep that in mind too, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I play large caps, man. I ain't trying to track all that shit.
I know that hey, that'll invalidate your trend line real quick.
Exactly. It's like, man, my TA was spot on, but there was this whole other factor I couldn't even see coming.
Scumbag offering or reverse split or whatever they do. Yeah.
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly.
But I don't know. Maybe they haven't. I would just always when you're swinging some of these small caps, follow that dilution tracker on Twitter. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah. So did we cover? I think we got through most of our watch list, huh? I'm trying to think. I
Yeah.
think everything I had written down.
So there's one other that I was looking at. Well, there's a couple other. So I like coin, but it's very dependent on what Bitcoin does overnight. If Bitcoin recovers a little bit, then I expect Bitcoin to also recover. I think it could gap down in the morning, but potentially buy a dip. You do have a daily demand right here. So if it gets down to here, that'd be a great dip to buy. I think so. It's on my side list of potential things to watch, especially if BTC gaps up. If BTC does good tonight, it looks like it's already doing pretty good. Um, if BTC, what is this? If Bitcoin, does pretty good, I'd be looking for a gap up to play a coin on a potential breakout. It's right here. It's right here on this trend line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See it go up. So yeah, that's on my side list of stuff to watch.
I'm just taking
That's
notes.
about it. Oh, I call it Donkey Kong, but DraftKings.
Donkey Kong.
I like DraftKings tomorrow. So there's this trend line, this bottom trend line that it's kind of formed, and it's sold off into this trend line yesterday. So there's two ways to play this. If it sells off more, then I'd like to play it short on the retest of this trend line, or it could just bounce from this trend line, and I'd look to potentially play it long, see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. It's in a spot right now where it's gonna have to It's gonna have to choose pretty
Yeah,
soon. Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah, it's gonna need to choose. Um, you could also just play it right here. I think there's a demand zone right here.
Yeah.
If you want to just let
Yeah.
it decide what it's gonna do, you can just play this bounce, right? Rather than trying to anticipate what it's gonna do.
Yeah. I like it. They're pretty liquid too with their options, right? I mean, you can get in and out of
Oh
those pretty
yeah.
quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But pen broke down.
Yeah, that's the other thing. What are your Penn did even worse than DKNG on Friday, right? Or
Yeah, it Penn just follows, DraftKings. So if DraftKings goes down, Penn's gonna go down. I like Affirm.
oh yeah.
I don't know how to play it though. I think potentially if it just breaks, I might play the break of 126. You know, um, what did it do intraday? Yeah, so like gapped up. It gave a little bit of dip at the open, and then it went up and it held. It held these highs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, say it doesn't. So say it dips down to right here. It has to hold this. It has to hold this in pre-market. It can't. It could break below it, but it needs to get back up above it really quickly, right?
Yeah.
If it doesn't hold this, I probably wouldn't look to play it long. But if it does hold this and it like consolidates like right around here again, then I'd look to play it on the break of 126 tomorrow.
Okay. Is that 52-week
but
high? 126.50 or no?
No.
Okay. Oh no. But it did gap way up. That's because they had that Amazon news, right? I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So here's the other analysis on this. So like, say it goes down, right? It goes down pre-market and it goes back up and it just stays around right around here on the low end of this range.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't look to play it on this breakout because it's already made so much of a move just to get to the breakout, right?
Right.
So I wouldn't like to play it. But if it goes down, it goes up, and it consolidates at the top of the range, then I'm down to play the breakout.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. If it keeps going, the buyers aren't quite exhausted yet, but if it comes down and consolidates on your like 115 area, that means the buyers might have exhausted a little.
Right. They're already exhausted. You know what I mean? It'll be set up for like the next day or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't gone through my, tomorrow's kind of a wait and see day.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a big clue with the futures. If the futures can keep going up tomorrow, I think we're gonna have a good chance that a lot of things are gonna gap up. But yeah, tomorrow's a wait and see kind of day. I wouldn't rush into positions tomorrow.
Do you take a different approach on a quad witching week, or do you not even think of that?
I don't even think about it, dude.
Okay.
I remember last time people were all about quad witching, and I was like anticipating, waiting, and like making a lot of decisions based off of quad witching. And then I remember it happened, and there was like no big move. And it was just like a regular day. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, well, shit, I got all riled up waiting for anticipating quad witching, but like really it was just like a normal day, like a normal pullback day or whatever, right?
Yeah. People always try to say that it trades a little more sideways or choppy,
Right.
I guess, but
Right.
just guess depends on what you're playing, right? I mean,
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. So when everyone's bearish, right, you'll notice all of these articles start coming out. The fucking apocalypse is coming. We're going to like 300 on SPY. We're about to have another COVID dip. Tesla is going to all-time lows. All these articles start piling on because, that's just there to spread fear, certainty, and doubt. Retail traders will eat all that up, and they'll start selling all their shares.
toots can buy cheap,
But-
right?
Exactly. But here, this is all you gotta look at is this, dude. Look at freaking SPY on the daily.
Oh,
This
bro.
is the most bullish ass market we've been in since March. Every dip gets eaten. Every dip gets eaten.
Mm-hmm.
So until an event happens that really brings down the market, you know, just buy the dip. That's all I can say, right? But like seriously, go back every time like on this day, right? If you go back and analyze the news articles that came out after this day, everybody's like, "Oh, apocalypse is coming."
Oh
Right?
yeah.
It's like clockwork. Media goes out there and spreads fear because people are already red in their portfolio, right?
Mm-hmm. Scare them some
Um,
more. Yep.
it scares them some more. So all of a sudden they're red and they're like, well, shit. If the apocalypse does happen, I'm about to take a huge out. So then they sell on this day. They sell. And guess who's buying, dude?
Yeah.
Fucking smart money is buying every time.
Yep. Smart money and big
Um,
money are buying cheaper right there. We got it.
both.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you
you can
know,
play that
don't
channel
let
on
them play
Spy.
you.
Yeah. Like,
Don't let them scare you out of your lungs. Um,
no.
but yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, we actually played Spy. I play it quite a bit, but so I don't really mention it's on my watch list. I watch every day. But I took a swing last time Spy really gapped down hard on a call, and it was mentioned by another guy in GMT, and we just ran 1,000% on it on a out of the money contract that was a week out. It just bounced
Hmm.
so hard. It's like the thing is so easy. Every time it gets to the bottom of that channel, just if you want to take
Exactly.
a swing, grab something way out of the money and watch it work for you all week.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Even it doesn't matter if you lose. If you lose on that trade, you know why? Because like the R&R is just too good.
It is. Oh yeah,
It's
so
too
cheap,
good.
so cheap.
So if you buy here and then it goes down to here, just cut it. You lost. But the thing is, like, more than likely you buy here and it's gonna go up here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's just my mindset on tomorrow. That's why I'm kind of bullish. I think, potentially we do dip. If we do dip early in the week, maybe we touch this 50 and then we go back up. Or we can just go back up right here and because everyone's like anticipating it, so they just buy it early.
Mm.
I think that's the scenario that I'm planning for.
Yep.
But I'm also prepared for if it does go down to the 50, right?
That 50 seems to
Um,
be about its furthest dip too, huh? For the most part.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll have these wicks, they'll have these days, but this is building up to the 50 because it already touched it, went up, touched it again.
Mm.
I do think this is a likely scenario though, where potentially say we do gap up tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say we gap up. I do think it might be likely that we form a lower high. Say we go up and then we get pulled back down and then we form a lower high, and if it does form another lower high, then the 50 is all of a sudden in play, right?
Yep.
So I do think that's a potential scenario that I do have in the back of my mind tomorrow. So if you play this long and you stuffed, it might be time to flip because now this is a big move down, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that is a nice big move down, especially with the spy options. They move nicely, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, did you have any small caps? I can't remember if I asked you that. If you have a small cap in mind that you'd want to put out on watch for the week, just like
Does SPCE count as small cap?
I think that's like a mid, but yeah,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'm looking to get long on SPCE. I don't know when, but I'm looking to start accumulating a position on it because it's at
Commons
this
or
trend line.
okay or leaps?
Probably both. Probably both. But definitely I'd probably get leaps on it.
Yeah.
But this potentially it goes back down, touches VPOT. I do have this daily demand down here. This would be really good to buy. But I'm looking to start accumulating a position on it.
You know what that
That's
came
me.
up in my mind too.
What's PLTR doing? PLTR. I'm in this from down here on Friday, so I'm looking for this breakout. Like this is another mid cap though.
No.
I don't really have too many small caps that I'm keeping an eye on.
All good.
CEI, I think I played. Yeah, I played this for shit and giggles on Friday. I think I made $2 on this. No, I played this on Thursday. Yeah, I played it right here.
Nice.
It looks. What can this do? Does this keep going? It looks like it needs to pull back a little bit.
Yeah, I think people were mentioning a shelf with them too, or potential
I
offering.
think it's all
So,
right. I like it here. If it gets down to here, I think this might be a good buy.
mm-hmm.
Uh, but I'd probably cut it quickly if it wants to go lower. How does this look like on intraday? What? That ain't right. Oh yeah, no, this ain't a dip. No, that's not a dip. I wouldn't buy it there. I like it right here.
Yeah, I say I'd probably try to fill the gap down if it made it there again.
Yeah, this ain't a dip. I wouldn't play that. I'd play this. Probably play this. The problem with this is that it's really close to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this demand zone is like really close to this demand zone or this previous resistance. So there's a chance that you're buying here and it wicks down to here, right? Because it's just too close, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people on Fin Twitter talking about CEI too. So it's almost
It's the other one, is it? I see. Just yeah, this is the other one. Ooh, this looks nice.
I see. Yep.
Oh, this looks really nice. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Check out the
15-minute
yeah.
today. Let's go to. Yeah, I like this. If I was gonna play this, it's obviously a wedge right here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something like that. You'd play this. Play the breakout on here. Put it right there.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much. I kind of like this right here. Something like that. Or actually,
I believe we're at.
either way, there's a wedge. There's a wedge here somewhere. And see, I like how it's at the top of this wedge, right? Well, look what it did. It just stayed at the top,
Yep.
right? So I like this a lot. This might be a good breakout. It's actually just kind of nice.
I think it's
What is
like
the
the
news around this?
I think it was like a 52-week high, or I think it's like the 4-year high too, or something. I can't remember what their news was. Let's see. Probably it was a bio, I think, right? I can't remember what it was. Let's see.
Oh, it's a bio.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's interesting. This might go. I'd look to buy it on a dip.
2 million float. Sheesh. Okay. So it's a baby float. Yeah. Okay.
So they brought it up, brought it down, brought it inverse head and shoulders right here. Brought it back up. This is a good demand dip right here off of this previous resistance. So this is a good dip right here. Brought it up. Yeah. I think this if you can buy a dip on this, I'd probably be looking at. There's a lot of consolidation in here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like that. Yeah, if you can get it under 13.5, that might be a good buy, something like that.
Yeah, on that
But
that wedge, the lower part of that wedge.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. See, now you got at least you have a couple small caps. Another thing with small caps is like, dude, you just wait for Monday, see what news comes out, and you know what sectors are
Pretty
gonna be in
much,
play.
pretty much, yeah. That's why, like, I hate shitting on small caps because I played them for a long time. I liked them a lot, But for me, like it just works better for me to like plan out my trades the night before or like in pre-market. You know what I mean? I already have an idea, and I just adjust my plan a little bit in pre-market.
Yep.
Um, but in small cap, man, it's like you gotta read a new book every morning, right? Depending on what just what the news that just or what's moving in the morning, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's
I
a
mean,
whole new game plan every morning.
usually like on Monday, I kind of just wait to see what kind of news is coming out and what's making it move. I'm like, okay, so we're playing low float bios or recent IPOs. Like you kind of then that's your what you're watching for the week.
Right, right,
Oh,
right.
yep. Same like with large caps, it's so much easier to get a game plan. Sometimes small caps, you feel like you're going by the seat of your pants a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel it. So wait, what are you drinking tonight, anyways? Off
I
topic.
had a Japanese beer. It's called Asahi. I think that's what it's called.
Asahi. Okay.
Yeah, you ever had that?
I've had acai, but I've never had acai. Uh-uh.
Let me see. Let me see what it's called. It's a Japanese beer. It's like their Bud Light of Japan.
Oh shoot.
It's like similar to Sapporo if you ever had Sapporo.
I think I have. Yeah. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
yeah,
Let me pull it up. I'll be able to tell you right now. Sapora.
yeah, yeah.
Sapporo. Oops. That just totally different. Oh, Sapporo.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Asahi's good, man.
Yep. I have
Asahi's
had
real
this.
good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Have you used the ACC disc study in TOS? I'm trying to decide if it's helpful or not to determine market makers buying in. I don't know. Oh, look at
Nah,
everybody.
I've never even heard of it.
Uh-huh. Acai is nice. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'll get some. I'll get some. I mean, did you have to import that or you can get it wherever?
Nah, man, they got a Total Wine. You got a Total
Okay.
Wine around you, right?
I don't, but I have a something. I have a
Yeah,
ton of big alcohol shops around here, so I'm sure.
yeah. It's not hard to find.
Oh yeah. Look at acai roll. No, I want the beer, bro. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They got it 30 minutes from me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try it, man. That's interesting. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm always looking to try something new. I'll put it on the list. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey man, I gotta hop off. It was hey, thanks for having me on your stream, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, no problem. It was fun. I think cousin Eddie, are you still in here too? Because kind of had a few I was gonna go over with him too, so this works out real well. Yeah, no, thank you for coming on, and I'll probably see you tomorrow morning. I'm sure, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. And yeah, good stuff. But I'll hit you up later, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, Mr. Roboto, thanks for coming on, dude.
See ya.
All right, later, dude. Hey, Eddie, can you hear me? Cousin Eddie.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, dude? I figure we have a little time to go over the couple we talked about too.
I just got four on my
Yep.
list.
Do you want to share your screen, or do you want me to pull them up on Thinkorswim?
Which one? This one. All right, here we go. Genius. Let's do it. I don't know. Can you hear me? Sir?
Yes, sir. I cannot see. Do you want me to
Yeah.
pull up mine, or are you gonna screen share?
I'll try this
Oh,
share.
okay.
You got.
Bang, got it. Borg
Nice.
Warner.
Yeah, this I like this one. I really like automotive performance, so I was cool company, turbochargers and stuff. But anyway,
Well, they do everything. They do. Because I used to work at a Pep Boys back in the day. I remember all types of Borg Warner parts. Yeah. I remember them.
huge.
Sensors and stuff. Yep.
They do, yeah, they do a variety. They had Like really, this candle here is incredibly shocking to me. On their earnings day, they had killer earnings. I think they've been established for a long time. So for gains like this, it's kind of crazy for a company this old. Um, but they had I think like 60 or 70% gain year over year on sales, which and then every single thing was above estimate, and then even their guidance for next year is above estimate. So it's like, what is up with this candle? I don't know if maybe it was I didn't correlate it with any ETS or anything like that. It might have just been a bad market day. Literally no negative news whatsoever, and it just drove down, drove down, drove down. Like this day and this day, everybody's releasing articles increasing their price targets on it. Um, and then we dropped into this state of consolidation. So we've been range bound from $42 up to $44, uh, which I like. You know, that's when the big the big money is going to be loading in. And I think that I mean that as far as guidance and you know like the big price targets that everybody has are like in the $60 range. I personally think that we could see if we see a break of 44, we could see this $50 easily, and then maybe if it keeps pushing, maybe 55, 56. Um, but kind of what I'm doing is I'm watching. I either want to get it on a break here, or if it rejects back down, I'll buy it down here. And then I really want to get out at the like it's not far down here. They don't have volume profiles on Webull. It's kind of lame.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, I know. I trade
uh,
Weeble mostly.
I looked up the volume profile. It's very empty here, very empty, and you don't get a next volume shelf down. Actually, the volume point of control is the next area you hit, um, and that's not till this picture's too small. It's not till like $41, $40, somewhere like that. Or no, I mean sorry, $39. Um, so I would get out pretty quick after a break of this area, and it's if you look, it's respected the support very well.
Oh yeah.
So that's the risk on that one.
So
Just
for
want
you,
me to run. Or,
yeah, yeah, but real quick for your entry, are you watching for it to bounce off your line there for your long entry, or are you looking for the break, or probably either one, right?
yeah, it's harder depending on how the market looks. Just as is because I'm looking at October. It only has monthly calls and probably like the 50, right? So it's very cheap. So I might
Oh
just put a
wow.
start. Yeah, just the spread's crap, but I might put a starter just so I don't have to worry about it, and it'll be always in my line of sight. Wait, are
Yeah,
you?
that's
Oh,
cheap.
yeah, yeah. So with that, and then I always look at the liquidity of options. I mean, the
Hmm.
55 better because if you don't have the open interest here, it can be really hard to sell. You know, but you can see we all have a couple hundred on pretty much every strike up here, so we're really good. People expect it to go up.
Okay.
Um, uh, I don't really like the wide spreads like that, but I haven't really had horrible times playing stuff with that's too much that has too much of a spread when you expect a move like this. I mean, just even the 44 to 50, that's $6 move. That the way I view it is one contract's worth 100 shares, $6 is $600 change. That 10-cent spread really isn't going to matter compared to $6. You know,
Right, right, and it's not a day trade, anyways. That's looks sounds like it's a little bit of a swing. So
I prefer swings, but I do try to day trade as well.
okay,
Um, but yeah, that's I like that one.
nice.
That's my, you want to see the next one?
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Heck yeah, I've spit all mine out already, so I got nothing.
Yeah, GSAT. Everything's on the daily that I'm looking at, by the way. Um, the reason I like it, it's kind of a small flag. Ultimately, this is pretty much a play for the Apple 914 product announcement
Mm-hmm.
event. Um, there was a FCC permit that's circulating that shows Apple's a customer of GSAT, and I think the idea that everybody's thinking is that the new iPhone is going to come with some satellite phone technology embedded into it. Honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if they did something like that. Like at this point, I think that maybe that would be in the future, uh, but I'm basically want to play the run up into the event, and then I swung some from Friday already, so um, but I'm in the 250 call on that one on the just the weeklies for that. That's a short play because I want to get out before the event, but you can see it's not expensive either. Uh,
Oh yeah.
and the spread is 5 cents, so that's a good spread. That's as small as this one's going to get because it just only moves in 5 cent increments.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's I think it's going to be buy the rumor, sell the news because they're probably I would be surprised if there is news, but I do want to hold a runner just in case because they could go crazy if there's a runner. And then if you look back historically too, we are nearing a recent high, um, so we could maybe get to the $3 range. You see it's bounced off a couple times there. Um, I played this one a while back, like a year ago, but it looks like it might have a little bit more room in it. So it'll be till Tuesday, and then get out.
That's kind of how I'm looking at Apple, dude. I'm thinking even if their event's good, it's probably going to be a sell the news event, you know. So I'm thinking they might bounce tomorrow and then kind of have not much of a great day Tuesday. I don't know, but it's kind of what I'm thinking for Apple themselves.
Tomorrow, or maybe swing till Tuesday. I think the event's at 10 a.m., so we will have open market. It starts at 10 a.m., so we will have the market open, so we can get out actually.
Yep. Yeah. You can get out with some money.
Yeah. We don't have to freak out because they had something happen. And it's after hours. So next, are you ready for the next one?
Yep. Yeah. Let's do it, dude. Heck yeah.
Fubo. The NFL obviously big catalyst. I think it's seasonality for Fubo. I noticed Mr. Robot had DKNG on there, Donkey Kong. I actually call it Donkey Kong also.
Well, this shows our age, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, no, I agree with the whole idea of TKG and I think Fubo and they all go along with the same thing. Uh, there was some good news last week, and I just think recently we've had uh, we've bounced off this zone a lot, and we've held support here. I actually drew this. I think I drew this area here when it was on this candle. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
kind of cool. But then I completely missed that trade.
Oh,
Um,
dude. Yeah, and look at it. If you look left, it consolidated there a bunch before too.
yeah, it's perfect. And so I just think I know I have a crap ton of lines. It makes more sense on the smaller time frames on the lines, but
Well, that's
on the
how
daily.
that's how all my Weeble charts look, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we could get up into this area, and then I mean we could even break it potentially. Who knows? But I swung. I have a 33 call on this. Um, just out to next week.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna hold it too long. I kind of like to play them as they go. I don't like to just swing forever.
Right.
Uh, yeah. And
Now,
then
do
oh
you
sorry.
did they ever get their online betting? Because I know there was talking about that. They still haven't done that yet, though, have they?
I've heard some news about it.
I mean, I know they've obviously got the streaming, but I know like a big thing for a lot of people was, oh, they're going to be able to bet, live while streaming with them or something. But
no, then making progress with it. I don't know if it's all the way out.
that should be huge too, when that does happen.
That'll break them above this zone. I think that's when we'll see the next big lake up. But I mean, this as far as it being range bound, 24 to 33, that's range. I'm playing with the
Yeah, dude.
but yeah, it's just working its way up. You can see it's kind of waving. So I think we're in this stage here, and then we'll probably maybe bounce. Be awesome to break through, but I'll keep an eye on it either way and be ready to get out here if I need to.
Yep. Yep.
And then the last one on my list is AMC, and it's the king of meme stocks. But if you look here, I really like this on the daily pattern. I love ascending triangles because I just have the most success with them. But here we have a break and hold of that 50 resistance.
Which was huge. That was a huge level. Yeah.
Huge. Also, the news is just ridiculously positive. Disney, After Hours, on Friday announced that all of their movies are going straight to theater. Uh, Everybody everywhere knows technically this stock is ready to move. I mean, fundamentally, yeah, it's not worth what it's at now, and it's just not that big of a company. But who cares if the technicals, if the price action's there, get on it. What I figured. So I swung some AMC calls as well.
Oh, risky. You know what though?
But
That thing moves. It
you,
moves.
you, you have to take the risk when you play it. I've had really good luck with them. I
Yeah.
think I've had a couple thousand% gainer. I had one from the calls went from $45 to $1,400 in 3 days, but that was their initial pop. So
Sheesh. Yeah. That'll make you fall in love with the ticker. He starts treating you like that. You're like, all right, I can play this one again and again. That's
yeah,
awesome.
so I have the 60 calls. I play out of the money with it just because it is pricey and it does have a lot of volatility. Um, so I think as long as I see a move in that direction, I'll be fine. You know,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
I,
I don't, I wouldn't be surprised if it does the same thing for more time in this range before we break out, or if it even completely turns around. What I would kind of want to see if it did come down is just a retest and to show this resistance turn to support and a bounce off there and a continuation up.
what?
Uh,
What? How far out are your calls on this?
Weeklies, I
Oh,
play
weekly.
short.
Okay. Okay.
I like volatility. I know like theta will kill them, but I like the volatility.
Okay. I gotcha. That's cool. Yeah, that 50 break was huge.
Yeah, those are my four calls.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I had like I was saying, VA for probably more puts. I don't know. I'll play either direction, but just feel like it's gonna go down more. For some reason, it looks so weak lately. And then I'm watching. I already said watching Apple. So it's hard to keep your eye because I do want to trade the open, and then there are a couple other positions I want to build. So it's like you don't want to have too many tickers. It gets overwhelming. So
Yeah. Well, and that's like with Borg Warner, like that's why I'm just gonna buy a starter. I think just to have it in my portfolio because if it changes price in my portfolio, that's my best way to keep an eye on it. And they're so cheap. It's like, you know, if it doesn't go in the direction, it's like okay, well, I'm out almost nothing. So
right, yeah, it's so
yeah,
cheap.
I have the same problem. Like I know I'll have too big of a watch list, and it's like crap. I end up missing the best trades because the watch list is just too big.
Yeah, yeah. I try to keep it like 5 to 10. And even that seems like a lot. Some people only keep it like 3 or 4.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was going through this one. I actually found a couple other ones, and they were just based off price target upgrades. And then I went and looked at the chart, and it all looked good, but it was nothing. Like these are still the most promising ones I have. So I'm like, forget about them. So
Yep.
yeah,
Nice, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this coming week, man.
I think we still have a little bit of bull in the market. I think the Fed's talking about selling their holdings by the 30th. I think is very very bearish. Um, and did you see Michael Burry reactivated his Twitter account today? That's also bearish.
Oh, well, we could always
Yeah,
buy puts, dude. We don't have to go long at every position.
I just want to be ready for it to happen. Like I want to be ready. I want to be prepared. So I'm gonna like I always looked at quad witching like a buying opportunity. I'm not worried about it. Just like Dr. Robot said, normally like I'll go into quad witching with cash and just buy low because it bounces out. It's just nonsense. Um, and then uh, I like to like as far as what's coming into the 30th. I think I'll go all cash at the 30th unless I have something incredibly great. But I just expect it's looking like and we are kind of due a correction. I think we haven't we got one in the spring. I think we could see one.
Hey, go all cash or grab puts, dude. If it starts going that direction.
Yeah, that's a good point. Might as well. I mean, I do like to swing. I like to bet on the unknown the next day and try to
Yeah.
make us. I can see the future.
Make money both directions. I play both all the time now. You know, if a
Yeah,
correction's
it's yeah.
incoming and stuff's gonna come crashing down, well, let's at least make money on the way down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's no sense in only getting half the money out there.
In spy puts, and they pay nice. You know, if spy
Yeah,
does
yeah,
have kind of a correction.
yeah, and it VXX too. If you want to, I mean, you can play calls on Spy going down by VXX calls.
Oh, that's
Uh,
right. That's right.
I that one as well.
Yep, that's a good one to almost always have on the list.
Yeah, I mean, so my normal setup, I have uh like one of my main screen, my big screen. I put 9 charts up, and I'll have 6 that are my positions or what I'm watching to get into, and then 3 at the bottom, which is VXX, QQQ, and Spy.
Spy, yeah.
And I just watch those 3 and the rest of my stuff all day.
Yep, yep. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, dude. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you gonna be are you playing during the day tomorrow then, or are you just come like looking for edge to your swings and that's it?
No,
Maybe okay.
I kind of think we are going to have a gap up. I think we took a steep hit on Friday, more than we needed to, and the future
Yep.
look like they're pointing us direction right now. So I'm gonna keep
Nice.
it. So I like to close swings early because even if you are moving up and you have a continuation right off the bat, um, you generally get a dip, and then because people that are swinging sell off.
Yep.
So I watch all those really close and try to get out of them, and then I don't like to buy in super early either, so that kind of gives me an opportunity to wait out the morning volatility and then buy low and ride up the rest of the day. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of how.
The Open's so tough, anyways. You know, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
When I was first starting out, I would buy in the first minute, and it almost never works.
Yeah, dude.
Especially,
Yeah.
yeah, because you might have like a little bit of spike for 5 minutes, but then you're gonna pull back for like the next 10, and then yeah, you might run the whole day, but your the premium on the call or on the options is just destroyed by the end of that pullback.
Yep. Yeah, dude. It always does exactly the opposite of what you think, too. Almost like every time. It's such a fake out. It's like just wait for the first like 5-10 minutes and then or even 15 minutes, then buy.
Yeah.
Pay attention though. Watch the Open. Watch what it does, so what to expect. But
Oh yeah, I make my decisions on kind of what I'm going to watch and what I want to get into on the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, depending on how much history the ticker has. And then like during the day, I'm on the 1 minute, 5 minute,
yep.
5 minute for patterns, and the 1 minute for the actual watching what's happening. Right when that's like what I'm watching when I want to buy or something.
Okay, that's where you're looking at your entries and exits. Yeah, I gotcha. Nice, dude. Nice. Well, man, I got nothing else to add here. It's almost getting close to my bedtime now. Let me see if anybody in the chat had anything. Yay, AMC. All right, yeah, just looks like not a lot of comments. Okay, cool, dude. Did you have anything you wanted to add before we get out of here, Eddie? Because I'll probably get off too. Oh, woo! He said.
No, yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having me. It's always nice working with you.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it because we trade like totally different tickers. Like Borg Warner, I would have never even thought to look at them. So like now I'm taking notes like pretty much of a couple tickers that Roboto said and a couple tickers that you said that I don't normally trade. So I can just
Yeah.
kind of add them and see if I like how they trade and maybe get rid of something on my list. It's nice to have that.
That's good. I hardly ever play small caps, so I've been trying to get into them here and there. By watching you and 100, uh, just trying to see what you guys are doing there.
On the small caps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I really, I pretty much started with the mid and large cap options, and I stuck with it.
Yep.
I feel like my brain works the best. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the small caps are fun, dude. I'll still probably trade them, but I'm just trying to diversify a little, just because sometimes when the small caps suck, they're just like there's no liquidity, no one's buying, there's no volume, they just kind of fade, and it's like man, they can be tough to trade if they're not hot. So like I like
For
to
sure.
still trade them once in a while, so I'm fresh for when they are hot. But like I said, I kind of want to diversify a little now too, so I can still make money when they're not hot. 'Cause-
That's the thing too, is like I follow all these different people on Twitter, and there's so many people that are in small cap, like so many really popular traders, and everybody's like, oh, August is going to be horrible, and and then I was like, well, there's nothing wrong with August. It's just if you're playing small caps, it's not good. Like if you're playing large caps, it's a great month to trade because there's earnings all August. Like earnings are probably the some of the biggest catalysts. I mean, they're the most repeatable, reliable catalysts. You know,
Yup.
so
Yeah, then you just have to learn the cycle. And that's it. Like with small caps, I'm starting to find out like, dude, uh, demand zones work so well with them because these things they almost trade sideways. They spike, run for a little bit, and come right back down, consolidate into the same zone, spike again. It's like once you learn a few of the tickers, you can just trade the same ones over and over, just like large caps. It's just you need to know when the volume is going to be there. Is all. If you start to learn like which furu their favorite ticker is, then you can even anticipate when the tweet's coming. So it's crazy.
that makes sense for sure. No, I know. I was playing. What was that big one? CEI.
Yep.
Recently
Mm-hmm.
that everybody was on. I think it was CEI.
Yep. Yeah, that was the one that was under $1, and a ton of furus are on it. Calling for
Yeah.
$3, which I don't see happening, but
Historically, it doesn't look like that much. I mean, it's obviously if you look through the chart, it's obviously been on quite a few reverse splits
yeah, dude.
throughout its.
It's kind of what they do. Offering reverse split, offering reverse split. It's gross. So like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I
yeah. That's not the type of ticker I like to. I wouldn't hold it forever.
no, dude. Just like I was talking about Fami again, how they had that offering Friday night at like 9 p.m. It's like who does that, dude? You literally, and this is the second one in like a few months, and I think it's priced below where it's trading, and it's just so scummy, because the market's closed for literally the next 2 days. All these people are going to do is worry all weekend and sell their shit at 4 a.m. and the thing's just going to tank. It's like, how scummy are you people?
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Several people's weekends.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Especially if they're in heavy, dude, because that's probably going to drop a good like 30-40%. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose. Anyways, I guess I'll get off here and get ready for bed. Sorry if I'm rambling, man. Yeah, I'm just feeling good right now, if you know what I mean. So, um, yeah, I'll be on voice tomorrow though. I'm sure I'll probably see you in there at some point. So one of the voice channels, anyways.
Checking out what you guys got going on. You guys have GMT #1. Good.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, man. Think about SoFi with them being seen on NFL tonight. Um, you know what? I don't ever trade SoFi, so I'm not sure what to think about them. Get ready for bed. 8:30. Well, I got to put the kids to bed too, Sean Spencer. I got a little bit to do, and then I need a little time to myself.
Yeah, same situation. We got school tomorrow. Those kids out of there.
Elon Musk for as a reward. Okay, so now they're saying CEI carbon capture. Elon Musk has a reward for whoever can do that. Oh man, don't start putting that all over. People, people are gonna go crazy about CEI. Uh, okay, yeah, my bad. All right, I'm still rambling. Okay, all right, I'm gonna pack it up, guys. Thank you everybody for coming on the stream. Thanks, cousin Eddie, for chatting with me, dude. Appreciate it, man. I'm sure we'll be in touch probably all week. So all good, man. I'm gonna close down the stream, and then yeah, there you go. He's out. His stream's done. Let's see, close that, and then how do I get this out of here too, bro? How do I do this? How do I close this window? Oh, okay, here we go. Can you still hear me? Or did I leave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah, thanks, perfect. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, man. I hope everybody caught something out of it. It'll be recorded too, so anybody can watch it again. But okay, all right, guys, on the stream. I'll catch y'all later, and then